What will be the impact on the performance if I use 1333 mHz and 1600 mHz RAM together?
Hello, and welcome to our discussion on the impact of using RAM sticks of different speeds in the same system. Specifically, we'll be addressing the scenario where we have one stick of 1333 MHz RAM and another of 1600 MHz. It's a common question that many PC builders and upgraders ask: what happens if I mix RAM speeds? So, let's get right into it.
Understanding RAM and clock speed.
Firstly, it's important to understand what we're dealing with. RAM, or Random Access Memory, is the temporary storage used by your computer to hold data that's being processed. The speed of your RAM, measured in MHz, essentially tells us how many cycles the memory can perform per second. When we talk about 1333 MHz and 1600 MHz RAM, the numbers refer to the clock speed, or the operational speed of the RAM. The higher the number, the faster the RAM can theoretically process data, which may lead to a smoother, faster performing system.
What happens when you mix RAM speeds?
Now, when you install two sticks of RAM with different speeds into your system, your computer will default to the speed of the slowest stick. In our case, that means your system will run at 1333 MHz, not 1600 MHz, even though one of your sticks is capable of running faster. This happens because of the way your motherboard manages the communication between the different components in your system. To prevent any potential instability or data corruption, your motherboard will downclock the faster RAM stick to match the slower one.
Will mixing RAM speeds impact performance?
So, we know that your system will run at the speed of the slowest RAM stick, but what does this mean for performance? Well, in most everyday tasks, browsing the web, writing documents, watching videos, you'll likely not notice any difference. However, in more intensive applications, like gaming, video editing, or 3D rendering, where the performance of your RAM can have a more noticeable impact, you might see some decrease in performance compared to if both sticks were running at 1600 MHz. But, this decrease is typically quite minimal and might not even be noticeable in many cases. It's important to remember that other factors such as the CPU, GPU, and the efficiency of the software in use also play significant roles in the performance of your system. So, there you have it. Mixing 1333 MHz and 1600 MHz RAM will cause your system to run at the lower speed, and while it might impact performance in more intensive applications, the difference is usually quite small. It's always preferable to use RAM sticks of the same speed, but if you can't, don't worry too much, your system will still function. Thank you for joining us in this discussion. We hope this has cleared up any confusion and helped you make an informed decision about your system's memory. Happy computing!